Good morning everyone. I welcome you all on the virtual platform of Shiva Shiksha Sadan. Today I am going to discuss with you explanation of an elementary school classroom in a slum. In this home, Stephen Spender gives a vivid or clear description of a school classroom in a slum and the children in the class of that slum. The faces of the children are dull and they appear to be living in very serious or grim conditions. They are so poor that they can't afford even to go to a proper school. In this home, Stephen Spender describes the social inequalities which are prevailing in the society. In the poem, he describes the condition of the students of an elementary school which is situated in a slum area, which is unauthorized land. The poet wants to draw attention of everyone towards these kids. Let's discuss about Stephen Spender. This poem, An Elementary School Classroom in a Slum, was part of The God That Failed, which was written in 1949. It is a lyrical poem. It is about young children. Far, far from gusty ways, these children's faces, like rootless weeds, the hair torn round their pallor. It means the poet describes the children who study in an elementary school which is set up in a slum area. The poet says that the faces of children are dull and without any energy. They are not full of energy like other kids of their age. These children are compared to unwanted wild plants. Here, the writer wants to say that these children seem to be unwanted like unwanted weeds which grow on their own in the fields. Repetition of far, far is to lay stress on the distance, that is, they are very far away. Gusty waves, it means breezy winds. Sudden rush of strong wind is full of energy and vigor. The faces of the children are very far from being energetic as they should be. They are so poverty-stricken that they are very far from natural beauties and strongly blowing fresh air. Here, the writer says that these children seem to be unwanted like the unwanted weeds which grow on their own in the fields. Like rootless weeds. It means they are like uprooted wild plants. Simile has been used here to show the comparison between unwanted wild plants and the scattered hair of these children on their faces. Rootless is without a foundation of values, weeds being unwanted. So, the children are unwanted and without any bindings. Their hair is smeared all over their pale faces. It means their hair is scattered over their pale or yellowish faces. Here is the description of the children in the classroom. Their hair is not really done. They are not neatly done or combed. It falls on their pale faces as if they have not been combed or they are torn apart. The children are untidy. They have not combed their hair. So, the hair of these children is scattered on their faces like uprooted wild plants, which are very far from strongly blowing fresh air or from natural beauties. Then the poet describes a tall girl who seems to be burdened by poverty. Her head is bent, maybe because of tiredness or shame, as she is overburdened by the household activities and she is living a very miserable and poor life. There is another boy who is so weak and thin that he has been compared to a sheet of paper. The boy's eyes reflect greed and he wants to achieve everything. Paper seeming boy. Metaphor to describe the boy. That is, his skin is as thin and white as paper. Rat's eyes is another metaphor to indicate the expression of his eyes as being greedy. It means his eyes are hungry as a rat and they are in search of food. Due to malnutrition, he is thin like a paper and hunger is gleaming in his eyes, which is showing his greedy and hungry eyes. This boy is disabled. He is physically disabled as he has not been given proper food in his entire life. That is why he is physically disabled and he has stopped growth or obstructed growth. He has inherited deformed body, which probably he has inherited from his father. It means he has inherited twisted bones or deformed body from his father. He can't stand and is reciting the lesson from his seat or his desk. His father has passed on his disease to his son as an inheritance. The classroom is dark, poorly lit. It means the classroom doesn't have proper light. That is why it is dim. The poet says that this boy is unlucky because he has inherited a disease from his father, due to which he has a deformed body. Instead of getting any facility from his father, he has received a disease in heritage. This disabled boy is sitting on his bench and is reciting his lesson. At the back of the class, in dim, dark area, was a small boy who was not visible to the poet, as he was sitting in darkness. The poet could see his eyes, which were bright and full of a dream. He was not paying attention to the class. It seemed as if he was rather interested in playing with squirrels in the tree house. Hope you had fun. Thank you very much for watching.